Greetings, audience. I'm Boomstick, and we're going to talk about the Mega Motostryke. Let's go. The Mega Motostryke is a mag-fed flywheel mega blaster, as the name implies. And a lot of people were really excited about this when it first came out, myself included. And I finally got my hands on one. I decided to wire it up and shove a 3S LiPo in it. And I'm happy with the paint job. Let's start with the firing range, shall we? Now, as you can tell with the disappointment in my voice, it's not hitting as hard as I would have liked. Over the chronograph readings, I was only getting maybe 70 FPS. That could have something to do with my battery over the discharge rate, because I know Dr. Flux was able to get his up to 80. But even still, for a blaster this big that's meant to be a primary, I'd like to get it to hit at least 100 FPS. Now, while I love Mega, I don't see a good way of running this blaster as a primary, other than maybe chopping it up similar to the cut down rapid strikes back in the day, and trying to minimize it much as possible, and then trying to maybe slap some magnets and have it as a secondary. But even still, I also have issues with the trigger and the spring system in there. In fact, I'm probably going to open it back up and shove a metal spring in there, because the trigger, as you can see, get a little sticky. And this is after lubricating it, making sure nothing was in the way. I think what happened is one of the plastic springs broke off my trigger, so it's not getting enough force to pull it back. So, because for when you're trying to rapid fire this thing, you just can't, because you pull it back, you try to pull it again, this trigger's still in the back position, especially if you've got weight from the darts on the inside. And as you can see, I'm using the old Centurion 6-dart Mega Mag. That is because I painted the magwell in here, it's a little bit tighter, and any extra friction I found on the larger Mega Mag would prevent the feeder from actually going up. So that's another issue I ran into with the Mega Dart. If there's any kind of pressure on the sides, the slightest bit, it'll stop feeding. So I want to love this blaster. I really do, because I love Mega, but it's just not hitting the numbers I really want it to. Now, this blaster could probably be used in wars that are under 100 FPS maybe, or at most 120. But once you get up to the 150, 200 range, it's too bulky to have as a Mega alternative, and it just doesn't hit the numbers that I wish it could. But I'm happy with how the paint scheme came out. It reminded me a bit of the old Danny Phantom cartoon, but yeah, this will be a lesson. Not every mod you make is going to turn out the way you want. Now, this could just be me. I had more ambitions for it than it was probably ever going to reach, at least not without going the brushless route as what I've seen, which that could be fun. But if you're looking to mod it, just keep your expectations in the fact that you're probably not going to break 100 feet per second. In fact, I can't even get up to the 80 FPS with the LiPo that I have. So, yeah, that's the Mega Motostryke. I like the blaster. I think it's great in stock form for what it is, if you're going to go play stock, but outside of stock, I like the paint job. Anyways, that's been my talk on the Mega Motostryke. I'll see you all next time, and until then, Boomstick out.